Welcome back to another episode of the Daily Dad Chronicles. As usual, I am Cook, and I have next to me, I have Joe. And we brought in another guest today. Longtime friend of mine. Got to be in the 25 plus years. I have Jay. How you doing, Jay?
Excellent, Dave. How are you?
Good. Glad to have you here. Jay has partaken in the last couple of episodes and thought it was great and figured give him a call, and it just worked out that we got him down to do some chatting. Jay has 2 children. You'll have to forgive me if my memory forgets how old they are. But he has a boy and a girl. Girl is older.
Yep.
She's 15.
15. Yeah.
15. Colton is
11.
Colton is 11.
Yep.
Okay, so they're a couple years apart. Your kids are involved in something that neither one of our kids, other than their personal stuff,
Yeah.
your kids are involved in drama.
Yes.
So how did that happen?
So, I mean, this is going back years, way back. Well, you said 25 years. It's been 30 years since high school, right?
Oh, it's
96.
got to be longer than that we've known each other. It's probably been got to be 32 to 5-ish years. Yeah, a long time.
So back in high school, the way I met my wife now is we were friends in drama club. I was a sports guy for a while. I played lacrosse with you.
Yep.
And football. Ended up dropping out of those and picking up full-time doing drama. So we got to be, our junior year, we were co-stars of Little Shop of Horrors. So she was Audrey and I was Seymour.
Which by the way, was fantastic for high school production. Absolutely fantastic.
I loved it. I loved it.
I actually went and seen it more than once. It was great. I mean, you guys absolutely knocked it out of the park. And this is going back a long time.
Yeah.
And I can still remember. But yeah, no, you guys absolutely knocked that out of the park for high school production.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. And, that was only our junior years. So we became close after that. We became friends. But my wife always loved drama. She always loved that. And so she went to college at Vassar. She graduated. She had studied opera in Vassar. So she was a singer, but she ended up having issues with her voice when she graduated college. She had nodules, so they told her you can't really sing anymore. So she became a teacher.
As long as I've known you, I've never known that.
Yeah. Yep. Still to this day, her voice, like there's certain notes she just can't hit.
Wow.
Because of the nodules. So she became a teacher, was a 6th grade teacher. Unfortunately, she lost her job doing that. And after that, she was kind of hemming and hawing, looking at things to do. And for some reason, her father decides that this one day out of nowhere, he's going to read a magazine. And the magazine is a franchise magazine. Monthly or quarterly. I don't even know how often they come out. But it's got this advertisement for Drama Kids International, which is based out of Baltimore. But they're international. They have franchises all around the United States and in some other countries. It originally started in Australia. So we start looking into it and talking about it and end up contacting the owner or the president and go down and meet with him and talk it over with him. Well, we bought into this franchise, Drama Kids, and that was 18 years ago.
Wow.
So she's owned her own business, Drama Kids International, here in the Capital Region for 18 years. So, of course, my kids are going to fall in line with her very dramatic mother and very dramatic father. So, yeah, they both have been in drama since pretty much, they were like 3 years old. They've been doing plays and
yeah,
drama
a long time.
Yeah, not to plug my wife's business. It's an amazing business, but, they teach about, they teach through drama, but they teach actual life lessons like public speaking and movement and things like that. So the kids don't even know that they're learning skills for the rest of their lives, but they have fun doing it, and they're putting on plays this year, and actually this week are their plays down at the Egg.
So basically, not only is your wife still falling in line with her drama, she's actually still falling for her teaching dream.
Yep. Yeah. So she gets to...
She's killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah, and she loves it. she loves it. She loves the teaching aspect of it. She loves the business aspect of it. She's consistently one of the top owners in the country, and she's gotten a number of awards for it, and through the franchise. And super proud of her. I love what she does, and she loves it, which is much more important too.
So do you guys travel for this at all, or is it all basically Capital District type stuff?
So most of the class locations are here in the Capital District. She, every day of the week, Monday through Friday, she's at a different location. She goes to places to make it easier for people to come, kids to come and take the classes. But the only travel we really do is if they have a conference. Like we were down in Miami for a cruise. That was her conference this year.
That sounds terrible.
It was on a cruise ship. Oh, it was horrible. It was horrible. I got so burnt.
Going on cruise?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Well, it sucked for her because she was in conferences most of the day where me and the kids are up on top of the deck swimming and going down water slides and having fun, and she's stuck in the basement of the ship at conferences. So.
And that was every day?
No, well, it was only like a 4-day cruise. So the first night we were there on board. Second day she had conference. Third day we were in Haiti. Labadee was the port. She didn't have a conference that day, but then the last day she had a conference. So I mean, we got to see her for dinner. Yeah. Well,
I mean, nobody wants to sit in a conference all day long while you're on a cruise, but at the same time, you're still on a cruise.
Yeah, it was still awesome though. So we got to see her, and she, there's so many good people that are owners and of Drama Kids, and it's great to see them around and see them in a different environment, and just she gets to spread ideas with them and talk about how things are going, and hey, teacher retention and all this other stuff that is imperative to the business and helps it grow and maintain.
Does she have any staff?
Oh yeah.
Oh really?
Numerous teachers. Yep. She's got teachers, teaching aides. She had 2 full-time teachers that worked with her, but since then one was pregnant and went on leave, and another one had to get a different full-time job. So it's hard to keep the teachers, but she's done very well at it, and the ones she's had have been phenomenal and just so good, and drama's their passion too, and you can tell by the way they teach.
I love how you mentioned like the kids are learning without realizing they're learning.
Yep. Yeah,
they soak. I mean, they're so young; they soak everything up as it is.
Yep. And I think every time I've seen my kids get on stage, I'm more nervous sitting in the audience watching them than they are actually out in front of everybody. Because the amazing thing is they did, like, now they're doing Little Mermaid is their big play that they're doing, and they're also doing another Drama Kids, or it's a beat by beat press called The Claw, but they have Drama Kids original plays that they do too. And, they try to make them where they're very structured, where every kid has almost an equal role. So Ariel isn't necessarily the lead. She may get a couple more lines than, a fish or something. But, they try to make it where everybody has very even roles. So, and they only rehearse for less than 20 hours total.
Oh, wow.
To put on this production. So they put a big emphasis on just have fun. Mistakes are going to happen. It's inevitable. Set pieces might fall, or you might forget a line, or somebody might, stand in the wrong spot, but just go with it. And it's a huge, it's just so good for their self-esteem.
I like that too, that just making them know that making a mistake is okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I feel like so many kids, especially today, like one mistake throws them so far off. They don't know how to recover.
Yeah, and so my 11-year-old son, Colton, he's in it also. He also plays football.
Mm-hmm.
And it's tough because, he gets so hard on himself when he makes a mistake, or when, he's out on the football field and he missed a tackle, or he, didn't hit his block, or, he gets very upset and he holds on to it, and you can see the wheels turning in his brain, and he's just punishing himself.
Yep.
But honestly, when he's there at Drama Kids, he's got a smile on his face, and he's having fun. And he just put on a Western play, and he throws in this accent last minute. So he's, hey, howdy, partner. He's like, Yeah,
Just
like you
winging
just
it.
got off
Yeah.
a horse.
I
So
love it.
it's
Well, it's hard too because youth sports today, there's so much demand, even at the younger levels. Those kids, and I see it all the time, and even when I coached baseball and little league and stuff like that, there's so many times where the kid missed the ball or ran the bases the wrong way, and the defeat that comes across their face, and then they're immediately looking for their parents. They're not even looking at their coaches.
yeah.
Like sorry,
Did
I
I
messed
disappoint
up.
my yeah.
And it killed me.
I love it because actually, we're in North Colony and they work hand in hand with the Junior Bison program for their football. And it's actually funny because the varsity coach, his son is on my son's team. And, I love how he's there. He doesn't coach the kids, but he's there and he's always so supportive. And the coaches that do coach the team have been very supportive and very much like keeping the kids in line, keeping them respectful. Like if they do something like to taunt the other team, boom, they're out of the game. They're done.
I never liked
They
that.
don't put up with any of that. And
The
I
chanting,
love that.
the silly rhymes. Like I was never ever a fan. I never allowed it.
No.
Like,
And I found the same thing with baseball. Like they, a lot of the time, the kids just got mean to each other and like talking smack and stuff. And I'm like, I don't like that. I don't put up with it. And
never did.
But again, the football program has been great with building the kids and actually building them into hopefully good football players and good sportsmen, in years to come.
Exactly.
So
yep.
Is he having fun though?
He does, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, his first year was tough because he just didn't get it, but now he gets it. He gets it.
Oh, there's
he who
so
hits
much
hardest.
happening on a football field.
Oh yeah,
It doesn't look like a
Yeah.
lot,
No,
but there's so much going on. Between knowing your assignment, what gap you're supposed to hit or cover, or where to take that blocker this way or that way.
Yeah,
like you take them the wrong way,
you ruin the play.
The
yeah,
play's dead.
Yeah,
it's yeah.
But
there's a lot of growth in that too.
Yeah, it's just great how the high school program works with the middle school program, which works with the younger program. Now he'll be 6th grade next year, so he still won't be modified. But then once he's 7th grade, he's in the official school program.
Yep.
So they all work hand in hand and they all work together, and it's good to see that, and it's good to see the sportsmanship, aspect of it too.
Yep. Definitely.
Yeah.
I was just sitting here listening to you guys, and I was actually looking at Deanna's website.
Oh, awesome!
There's a lot going on there.
It's very colorful.
It is. It's extremely colorful, but
it's engaging.
There's a lot going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they they had a company do their website for them, and a few years ago they redid it, and it really is. Very easy to navigate now and easy for parents to get on. They can register online. They can, credit card information now all goes through Jackrabbit. And
it's funny you say that because I was actually just looking at the parent portal tab.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You joining?
Yeah. I'm going to get right in.
Didn't Shay do one of her camps or something years ago?
No.
Could have swore.
So now where do they hold their, I don't know, musical or play or whatever you call it?
Yeah, so they do their big end of the year production. So they do. So there's so much going on. It's so crazy. They have a winter production and then they have a spring production. The winter production we've been doing the past couple of years down at SUNY Albany in their smaller theater. It's called In the Round. I forget the name of the actual theater itself, but it's a round. They're on the kids are on the floor, and then the seats kind of go up all around it. So there's 4 different entrances.
So it's like an amphitheater.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's how the one theater in the Egg is set up, the smaller one.
So
right,
that's
it's very
where
similar
we do.
to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that the Swire in the Egg is below the heart, and it's a half circle. It pretty much is a half circle.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. I worked there as a teen.
Yeah, it's
elevator operator. It's
an amazing venue because there's no bad seats. Like, you want to be where you can see your kid, the best, so you might have to find the right angle. But sitting in the back, you can hear as well as you can sitting in the front.
Yeah.
And it's great. And, the Egg has been great. They're run by New York State. And they've actually been great at helping out. They're a little more pricey than other venues, but totally worth it. They help out so much. And help set up and tear down, and we bring all props, and it's pretty much a moving production that we're supposed to be able to go to one place, set up,
No.
and then tear down and go to another.
Are those open to the public? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
People can buy tickets and
It's not
support.
So families only pay a production fee at the end of the year, but anybody can go and watch. It's
just walk in.
Yeah,
totally free.
Yep. So it's so
Wow,
weird.
really?
I think the stuff is on our website, which is traumakids.com/ny5. I think is hers, or you can just go on and search locations at traumakids.com. So productions start Thursday night. There's a Thursday night, a Friday night, all day Saturday, all day Sunday. Each class has a different time slot. So like my daughter's showing up for Thursday night. She's got her first production Thursday night. Then Friday they have another one. I don't even know what class is on Friday. But then Saturday there's 2 or 3 productions, and then Sunday there's 2 or 3. So and each one, sometimes they consist of 2 different plays. Like they might do both The Claw and Little Mermaid, or they might just do Little Mermaid, or they might just do The Claw. It just depends on how they fit. And she tries to, this time of year, kids are all over the place, dance and everything else. So she tries to accommodate for those parents that already know when their kids' recitals are, or when their first communion is, and when all this. So it's a lot of work. Her and her teachers are phenomenal. The way they can balance all this.
I don't want to sound weird, but I don't know. Like Dave knows this. Like I love musicals.
Oh,
like I'm big into that. So like when we go to Disney, for instance, I would rather go see like Beauty and the Beast, The Little Mermaid.
Oh, that's great.
Finding Nemo, like all those stage performances. Like I would much rather do that than to do rides. Like I like that stuff.
Oh yeah, we went and sat in on the Little Mermaid show that was down there.
Yes,
I want to say it was like a pseudo 3D live action kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was great.
Where they hold the puppets out in front of them, but they're all dressed up.
I honestly don't remember.
I could tell you.
Okay, we'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love going down to New York City and seeing musicals. Aladdin was my son's first musical down in New York City, and oh my God, we stood outside. My wife was like a little schoolgirl. She loved Aladdin and Jasmine, the actors that played. So we stood outside by the door, and these. I don't want to say they're no name actors, but they're not like a famous.
They're well known in that community. 100%.
Oh, I bet. Yeah,
100%.
and to get those roles, you got to be good. And we stood out there and waited and had them sign our programs, and
that's
and
awesome.
She was having such a great time. We joked about that forever, and it was great. It was great.
They're good memories.
Yeah,
100%. I haven't been down to the city to see a play. I want to.
Oh my God!
Like I don't know how the wife would feel. I don't know if she's a big play person.
So when we walked past everything the last time we were in the city, you were like,
I wanted to go down there so bad.
You were dying to go in and see The Lion King.
Yes.
Okay.
I've seen The Lion King at like Disney, and it was absolutely phenomenal.
It's so different.
But it's way different in theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wicked.
I mean, even like Gianna, one of the co-owners of the gym for the cheer, is in drama and production and all that. And we went to one of his not too long ago. I don't know what the hell it was about, but it was good. It was someplace in Schenectady. I forget.
Slock, probably.
Yeah, I think it was there.
Schenectady
behind the YMCA.
Company. Yep.
Yeah,
that's Slock.
Yep.
Yeah, they've done a lot of good plays there. My best friend, his son, has been in them. We know a lot of people that are in there. The theater community is pretty small in the area. There are a lot of local, smaller theater, groups, like community theater. But then you have some of the bigger ones, like Slock and such, and it's great.
They do anything with like the Washington Park? Was that Park Playhouse or anything?
Park Playhouse, yep.
Yep.
My wife actually was in Park Playhouse when she was younger, so yep.
I used to go to that with my grandmother.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's funny because Albany can't support a sports team; they don't have enough. But when it comes to the arts, it's amazing. It really is. Like we went to a Firebirds game a couple weeks ago, and it's sad how few. They're great. They're great, and these guys are excellent players, but they just can't in this area.
Well, I think a lot has to do. I mean, me personally, is there's been so much disruption of those arena football franchises.
Yeah.
That really doesn't really relate down to anybody that's coming to see a game. But there's just like, if you can't sustain yourself,
Yeah.
why support you?
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know?
Yeah.
But they
always been
are.
tough here,
they're
though.
planning on building a soccer stadium.
Yeah.
The problem is it comes down to ticket prices.
Mm-hmm.
So we used to be big River Rat fans, huge. Every game we went, but it just became unaffordable.
Yeah.
You're dropping, $30-$40 a ticket,
Mm-hmm.
then try to feed in there.
Oh,
It's
I
nuts.
know. I know. Yeah, I walked out of there, I think, 2 beers and
Yeah.
pretzel, and I think my son had chicken fingers or something, and it was like $60-something.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go over to the Joe, watch some baseball, that was affordable, and we
Yeah.
enjoyed that too.
Yep.
We walk in the door, 4 of us with tickets and food for $100.
Mm.
You can't beat it.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. That's like just going out for
I
a
mean,
night,
they
going out to dinner.
I'm pretty sure they still packed that little stadium, but it was much bigger when we were affiliated with the Astros
Yeah. Yeah.
because they had a lot of bigger names up there. But
Yeah.
I think it's the only thing that can really hold value with that, and I know soccer is pretty huge around here.
Yeah.
At
Yeah,
least
we'll
the way
see.
Jay talked about it, and I forgot to mention or ask him about the stadium that they proposed downtown, but you don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Even the second lacrosse team that we now have, I think is struggling. 4 tickets is like on the cheap end. It's like 90-some bucks.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's nuts. And they just run around with sticks.
Lacrosse isn't a sport.
Right.
It's hockey players without skates.
Yeah. It's soccer with weapons.
I would rather have like a roller skating team.
You're the
Don't
worst.
they have that? They have one of those, don't they?
The
Roller-rama or whatever.
women's
Yeah.
what the hell they call that? Roller derby?
Roller derby?
Roller derby. I mean, we can't even like sustain basketball here.
No.
Like,
No,
we
we
have
really
the
can't.
Patroons. They have the Schenectady team now, but
Yeah. It's,
those are never packed. I mean, granted, the locations aren't the greatest,
yeah. Yeah.
but like I know, like the TU or MVP or whatever the arena's called nowadays. They used to host part of the NCAA tournament.
Oh, yeah.
NCAA pulled out because the stadium wasn't up to date. They had no location for the teams to practice. The hoteling was pretty poor. So I know they did like multi-million-dollar renovations. They built the Cap Center, which the upstairs can hold 3 full-size courts.
Yeah.
And I know they got the women's back. We were part of the Frozen Four. But they still can't grab that NCAA
Yeah.
back,
It's
which is crazy. Because it brings in a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the same thing. A lot of people are discouraged about the area, and that makes it difficult. People don't feel safe. They're not gonna come.
Yeah.
And that's why they closed the whole atrium of the MVP, was so that their patrons didn't have to wait outside in the cold. So all that stuff came into play. They did all these, the little ticker thing around the center of the arena, scoreboard, the whole 9. And
I'm telling you, the arts in Albany are just
it's crazy.
much better than much better than sports, and I like both, so it's
Yeah.
What was that one place that we had? It was down by like Jillian's in the big house.
I don't know.
Was it a bar?
No.
You're Capital Rep.
Capital Rep.
That's still there.
Oh yeah, they're going strong. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Very strong. Yep. Yeah, one of Deanna's former students came and did a play there. It was an off-Broadway play, and she came up and did a play there and met with Deanna and sat down with her, and it was really cool,
Oh, wow.
And this isn't a girl that Deanna trained to be an actress. She was just naturally
Right.
amazing. So, but yeah, she's down doing off-Broadway plays right now. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
They do a lot of like up-and-coming artist concert type things too.
Do they?
They do.
Okay.
Yep. And I know like even the Fuse Box is still up and kicking. And they do a lot of like, I think it's more like grunge band type,
Yeah.
but still some decent names that I recognize come in there. And that's just a hole in the wall.
Yeah. The music and again, it's just a big area for it. With
It is.
Saratoga
It is.
and SPAC, and then all the other venues that get just live music and
Yep.
and my best friend and his wife, they both play in bands.
Yep.
And I'll go listen to them, in Schenectady, or they're up north a little more, so they tend to stay that way. But
Yeah.
it's just amazing how they can go and get live music and and just about anywhere. And nowadays,
True.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
awesome.
I mean, we have Palace Theater, Proctor's Theater.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
the more you look at it, there's a lot.
So I can't what's it called now? So Upstate Concert Hall, back when that was Northern Lights.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's still a thing, I'm pretty sure.
It is.
Right? Yeah.
But when it was Northern Lights, I seen some bands there that are ridiculously big now.
What was the one in Latham that
Saratoga Winter, or no,
The one that
Starlight?
burned down.
the Starlight.
Starlight.
The Starlight.
And that was actually called the Colony Coliseum before it was the Starlight.
And then wasn't there
That's how
one
old I am.
over by the landfill?
That was
Saratoga Winters.
That was that one?
I
the
was
one
there
that
the
burned
night
down.
that burnt down. Yeah, I was
Really?
working that night. Yeah. Yeah, that was, well, I mean, it had been abandoned for years at that point. So kids were just in there partying and lighting fires and stuff. And then, sure enough, one night that was a big bonfire.
It's usually how it goes.
Yeah, so like before Disturbed was like really monster mainstream, I met the whole band at Northern Lights.
Isn't that crazy?
Ivan Moody, who was not in Five Finger at the time, was in a makeup band called Motograder. He was so sick, he couldn't even put his makeup on, went out, still did his set,
Wow.
and ended up having a beer like 2 seats down from him. He's like, yeah, man, don't get any closer. He goes, I'm really sick, but he goes, we're here, and I wanted to give you guys a show. And like, he was so chill and
That's
so
awesome.
cool.
That's so cool.
Back then. Yeah, I mean, we have huge opportunities here for that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, it's just like the other stuff's really not utilized.
Yeah. And even the schools, in the area, they have big drama programs, and, they're competitive too, where they do, was it NIST or somebody does awards throughout New York State. And a lot of the time you get a lot of these, high schools that are putting on plays that end up earning awards. I think we earned a couple. I didn't personally, but for Little Shop that year, we were up for something, and I even Deanna might have gotten an honorable mention or an award for it.
Yeah.
Lead actress, but she was awesome. I wasn't.
I don't know. I think you're awesome.
Well,
I mean,
you.
no, she slayed the Audrey role.
I can't wait to take Joe to a musical.
I'll go.
We'll
I got
we'll
no
go down to
shame.
New York City, and you know what? Along the way, we're gonna look for squirrels and chickens on
Oh God.
Oh God.
on 87.
So I know that like Beauty and the Beast is coming. I think Proctor's.
Oh yeah.
Like
That I would go see.
I'm dying to go. I am a huge Beauty and the Beast fan. Like huge.
Oh, it's a great show.
Just yeah. I feel like the Beast a lot. That's probably why.
To me and Deanna.
Yeah. It's wild. Yeah, I'm gonna look for chickens while we're doing mock
Yeah.
cheeses.
I'm
Oh,
just
Jesus.
Cogsworth.
All right, so a little off topic, right? So now you've listened to both of our episodes that we have posted. What do
Yeah.
you think?
Oh, I loved it. I loved it. I'm like, so I'm not a podcast guy. I listen to Free Beer and Hot Wings. That's my favorite.
Love that show.
But I listen to them, when I do my drives. So I listen to them quite a bit then. So I'm like, I'll give it a, even, you remember Mike, my best friend Mike, right?
Jeremy.
Yeah. So he sent me a podcast he wanted me to listen to, and I listened to it, and it was so just negative and like political and negative, and just made me feel like crap. And I'm listening to your guys. I go, this is fun. Like, it's not negative. Like, yeah, I mean, the story about like your son that
Oh yeah,
kind of sucked, but even I'm like, that's BS, man. That
yeah. Like I don't want people to take like the negative out of it.
No,
I want
no,
people
no.
to relate. Like, hey, we all got something going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You know, and I'm still traumatized. I've already been corrected on that entire story by the wife
jeez. Oh,
because
no.
my time frame was way out of whack. And I'm like, I'm probably still traumatized. Like, it's something that just gets ingrained into you.
Yeah.
That, like, you know, even talking about it, you know, to certain people, and it's like, I still get choked up. Like,
certain things happen to our kids,
Yeah.
you know, where certain, oh my God. So, quick story. It was last summer. My daughter had just done The Wizard of Oz with Drama Kids. She was the Wicked Witch of the West. So we had this bike that one of the teachers had bought and spray painted black and was like, here's your bike, you know. So when she was not the Wicked Witch, but the old cranky lady, she brings the bike out. And so after the plays are done, we keep the bike. We just decide, and my daughter's like, can I have that as my bike? And it's like this old, like, the handlebars go like this. I'm surprised it didn't have a banana seat. So I'm like, yeah, sure. You know, yeah, you can ride it. So we go up to our condo, and there's a big hill going down right next to it.
Oh, no.
So she's on the bike, and I'm like, okay, just follow me. Just stay on the brakes going down the hill, you know. I have a mountain bike, you know. So I go down the hill first, and I turn around, and I see this black bike going 1,000 miles an hour, just out of control, and she's screaming the whole way. Well, she runs smack dab into the side of another condo, like full speed, head first, face first. She didn't turn her head, didn't do nothing. She hit her instantly. Her nose is just gushing blood. She's not crying. She's not crying. I thought she was dead. The way she hit.
Good God.
I like, and that's like we talked about, ingrained in my head. So turns out one of her braces went through part of her lip. You could just kind of see it on the outside. You could see a little silver dot. And other than that, she had a little bruising on her pelvis where she hit against the handlebars. But if she would have turned her head, she probably would have knocked herself out if she didn't go face first right in the thing. And if she tried to get off it, there were big flower pots on each side that she barely missed. She probably would have hit one of those and could have, you know, broken her ribs, a lot more damage. So, you know, she ended up being fine. We took her to the ER. They were able to, after I almost passed out, they were able to remove her lip from her bracket. And other than that, she was fine, just some bruising and stuff. But yeah, it gets stuck in your head, you know, and you see things a certain way. And I don't know if that's exactly how it happened. But in my mind, that's 1,000%, that's how it happened.
100%.
So I could watch it on a video and I'd be like, oh, I don't remember that, or I don't remember it. But yeah,
that's crazy.
It's nuts. And like even with my son, like I am usually the rock solid one. Like you come to me, you chop your finger off, like I got you. I'm gonna go find that.
Yep.
We're gonna put it in a bag. I got you. Like I'm really composed. Like, you know, I think one of my daughter's birthdays, she was maybe, the wife will correct me if I'm wrong, but 3, 4, maybe 5, maybe even a little bit older. She split her head open here. I'm like,
yeah.
Let me look at it. We're cleaning it up. My mother-in-law was here. She's a nurse. She's like, she could probably use a couple stitches.
Yeah.
And we're like, it's her birthday. So
this was July 4th last year. This happened to us. So
oh God, this is recent.
We were going to go watch fireworks. We were going to go do, you know, but yeah, it was. And then later that year, a tornado came through up there right next to our condo up near Chestertown. And luckily nobody got hurt and no trees were taken. But it was all because Deanna did Wizard of Oz. It's all her fault.
Oh, you blame it on her?
I am. Oh, of course I do. No, honey.
That's wild.
It's not your fault.
Man, I don't think Shay's had any, like...
Nothing?
She broke her wrist.
Like, the whole thing, like, took me back because, like, it completely crushed me. Like, that whole thing with James happening because I had no control of the situation. Like, zero.
You feel helpless.
Completely helpless. Mm-hmm. Like, I was lost.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even remember getting home. Because my daughter was here with my parents. Like, just, it's all a blur. And it's just...
Yeah, it's funny because, you know, with my previous job, which I don't know if you want to go into it all, but...
That's up to you, man.
Yeah, you know, I'm a retired cop.
Yep.
I was on the job for 18 years. I retired a little early because I bought my military time back. So I was military also. And, I could go
Thank
to one
you
of
for your
these
service.
scenes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. We could go to one of these scenes and you're just in cop mode. You're boom, A, B, C, D, E. But something happens where it's your own family or something that makes it personal. It starts to take it out of that. I know exactly what to do and how to do it into, I'll never forget. And, I hate to get negative or graphic, but I had to go down to the hospital. There was a 3-year-old girl that was claiming that she was touched by a teacher at her daycare. My daughter was 3 years old at the time, and I went down there, and they do what's called a SANE kit. It's a evidence kit. They have different procedures that they do, and it's not comfortable and it's not easy, and it's especially not good for a 3-year-old girl. So I could hear her in the room. I was outside the room when they were doing this, but I could hear her crying, and all I could hear was my own daughter. That's all I could hear. And it takes a lot not to, for me to stay in cop mode, be professional, and not break out in tears because I think my daughter's getting tortured in the next room, So it's so weird, especially when you feel helpless. When you get that, when it's your own children, it's just like, don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
I had the same thing just from my time in the fire service.
Yep.
Just things that, you can't unsee. There's things that I can't unsee. And there's definitely memories that you can't forget.
Yeah.
So I do get that.
Yeah.
Definitely don't want to go into it because it always just brings back too many things. But,
Yep.
Yeah, there's things that you can't unsee, unhear.
Oh, 100%. So, back in 2008 to 2011, I worked security at Albany Med.
Okay.
So whatever you guys came in contact with, you brought to us.
I probably saw you down there a few times.
Probably. I look like Paul Blart. I did. Cut and dry. Paul Blart.
With the mustache, right? And that's what you had?
Yeah. I mean, I took on this job, thinking it's security at a hospital. Like, well, how bad could it be?
Yeah.
They don't really prepare you for anything that you're going to witness, encounter, interact with. Like,
people spitting on you and
all the time. We got spit on constantly.
Yeah.
We also had to release the bodies to the funeral homes.
Oh, yeah.
And my very first one was an infant.
Oh, that's horrible.
Crushed me. My kids were super young, crushed me.
Yep.
I've seen guys come in with the back of their heads blown off.
Mm-hmm.
That was the wildest thing I ever think. It was right around the corner from the hospital. They held him up at gunpoint. Kid didn't give his stuff up. And they blew his head off.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember holding the doors open for EMS. Like, we're around the corner. And literally, I've never seen, like, that guy was about the color of that pillow sitting next to you.
Mm-hmm.
It was life-changing.
Yeah.
I've seen fathers carrying their kids from drowning in a pool.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
there's so much emotion that runs through everybody. It's very difficult to control. Very.
We, our police department did a very good job after a while. We had an officer-involved shooting, and one of my best friends, who's now a deputy chief there, he was involved. And Schenectady came to us, Schenectady PD, and said, "Hey, can we help you guys with a debriefing?" Now, we had no idea what a debriefing was, but sure enough, they do this debrief. And after that, we decided we need a critical incident stress management team, or peer support team, as we called it. And I got lucky enough. I got on it along with my friend that was involved in the shooting and a couple other officers that I was very close with. And most of them had been through some sort of traumatic event at the PD, but because it kind of helped them relate. But also, you need to be relatable. You need to be able to have people come to you and talk to you. And I know the fire service has had, very similar and did a lot of that stuff and did a very good job at it. So we used their model on how to do debriefings and that, and went to different classes. We used to call them the dead baby classes, because every instructor always had that dead baby story, and so did you. Everyone in the room had one. But you'd sit there and you'd listen to all these negative stories because they were almost trying to get it off their chest, and it was obviously still, a difficult thing to deal with.
So this is what a lot of people don't understand is police, fire, EMS, military, these
And security,
right. Anyone that deals with that stuff. This is what people don't understand about shell shock syndrome.
Yeah,
It's not just military.
World War II, shell shock. They're shell shocked. No,
Right.
They're PTSD.
Correct.
Or CCSD. Yeah. Cumulative career stress disorder, CCSD,
Right.
was a term that was being thrown around. I don't know if it's being used that much anymore, but it doesn't take necessarily even one incident of the dead child or something to really hit you. It can be just you're going to the same household over and over, dealing with the same two people who treat you like crap, and then you're going to the next household with the old lady with dementia who wants to bite you because she doesn't understand why she can't wander outside at 2 a.m. in her underwear. So it.
Yep.
But fire's more. You deal with more bigger events. Car crashes,
Potentially.
fires. Major disasters like the fire department's there for just about everything, and it's. But they're all.
It's hard to find a release.
Yeah.
Because it's not like you can talk to anybody about it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people can't relate to what we've all seen or what everybody's seen that has those that's in that line of work.
Yeah.
It's difficult. I've seen the people that come in with psychotic episodes or whatever, like they're at the worst of their worst.
Oh yeah.
We used to do the intake from the crisis center next door.
Oh, yep.
We'd have to bring those in, and there's probably like 5 or 10 people that I personally knew that walked through that door.
Yeah.
And there I am standing waiting to bring them up there.
Yep.
Like, and you could just see like the shame come over them. And I'm like, listen, you're here and that's what's important.
Yeah.
You're here trying to get yourself help.
Yep.
Like, there's nothing to be ashamed about.
No.
No,
and that's why taking the stigma away from getting help or asking for help, I think, is huge. And I try to portray that to my kids too. And going back to them and like my daughter, being a freshman in high school, it's difficult. It's tough times, and she was in therapy when she was younger. And I've said to her numerous times, I go, honey, why don't we go back to therapy? Why don't you? No, I don't want to do that. Well, just recently she came to me and said, I want to go to therapy. I said, hun, that is amazing. And the scary thing is you're online, you're looking to see who works with your insurance company and she wants a female, just because she's more comfortable with that.
Yep.
I think she should be. And, trying to find somebody that has availability, that's taking new patients. We couldn't get an appointment till June.
Yep.
And this was weeks ago. So it's tough. It really is. And that when people do want help, it's hard to find the help,
Correct.
that they can afford.
Yep.
Somebody who has the availability. And I'm not blaming them because they're probably inundated and they've got, all this going on. So, but I'm glad nowadays we can reduce that stigma.
Absolutely.
For reaching out for help, whether it be for, substances or mental health or whatever, PTSD, CCSD, you had a bad day, you should be able to talk to somebody, call your best friend, and say, hey, this day sucked. And, if I shed a tear or two, it's going to, just know I'm okay. I just just need to get it out.
Yeah. My son, same way. He, this was several years ago because he was diagnosed with ADHD.
Yes.
So, he has a hard time, controlling himself at times, which is fine, but he's also a teenage boy. He does boy things. But, probably when he was like maybe probably a little bit older, 6, 7, they recommend, him seeing somebody. That's a soda.
Yeah.
That's a soda.
Drinking sodas.
We got recommended to see this guy. His name was Paul Kopp. We met with him. The guy was an angel. An angel. My son was learning how to just cope with just the everyday demands that our kids have to face, which is ridiculous to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this guy was wonderful.
Yeah.
Like that was he was destined to do what he was doing. Like that was his place in life, and it was phenomenal. We go to schedule his next appointment. We call. Major heart attack. Died in his sleep.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So now we're starting all over. So we've been to, I think, one or two other people, and it just wasn't jiving.
Yeah. Yeah.
He didn't feel comfortable. I'm like,
Yep.
I'm not going to put you in that situation. That's not going to work for you.
Yeah.
So we found somebody else. It took us a bit to get into him,
Yeah.
but you know,
But
it's
luckily, once
a
you're in,
good
you're-
place for them to vent or express themselves that isn't their parents. You know, and I think that's important too.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah. To have just a third party, somebody who has no say in,
Yep.
in the fight, just give you, just listen to you, you know, that you can just open up to and say whatever is on your mind. I had a therapist who was, he was in East Greenbush, but he was part of their critical incident stress management team. They have a huge one out in Rensselaer County, and he was a psychologist, or I think he was a psychologist, but he was on the team, and he was also part of the fire department, one of the fire departments out there. So, he got it. Like when I broke down seeing dead children or seeing, he gets it. Like, and it was so important that I was able to find somebody that I could really relate to. The only problem is, like, during COVID, I'm like, I gotta talk to somebody. This is, we were working a lot. I was working a lot, and I called and tried to get an appointment again with him, and they're like, well, you're considered a new patient now because it's been so long, and he's not taking new patients. And I'm like, can you guys recommend somebody else that, does he have any others he can recommend or something? I never heard back from him, and I never went back to therapy. And luckily I talked to my doctor, my primary care doctor, who's everyone at the practice I go to is phenomenal. A lot of them are related, and I said what was going on. I'm trying to get to therapy, and they were like, "Have you thought about medications?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't know." They're like, "Let's try on a low dose of something and just see if it can take that edge off." And sure enough, I got on. I first tried Wellbutrin, and I thought my head was going to explode.
Dude, okay. So hold on. I got to stop you right there. Okay. I'm so glad you said that. Okay. So when we first found out that Julie was pregnant with Gianna, we had just purchased this house from her family. It was, I think maybe we were in here maybe a year. I'm literally in the living room on the floor playing video games. She walks in the door. Hey, I think I'm pregnant. I'm like, nah. So go see your mother. Her mother works for an OB office. I'm like, go get a test. So she came back. She came home one night. I'm laying on the couch, and she walks in the door. She goes, I smell smoke. Like something triggered in my head that the house was on fire.
Oh, God.
So I completely lost it for a long time. So the whole first year of my daughter's life is pretty much a blur because they had me on, I think it was, well, I had like brain zaps on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was like wild. So I was on that for quite a long time, and I basically just sat just like a zombie, just sitting there.
Yeah.
Like the world was passing by and I was not part of it.
I can't remember how long it took to kick in, but once it did, I'm like, nope, this needs to stop now. And I remember calling the doctor's office and leaving a message for the nurse, and they called me back and said, absolutely stop it, and come in tomorrow and we'll try on something different.
Yeah, I mean, you just be sitting there and
Yeah.
I feel like somebody shocked me in my brain.
Yeah, almost like a flash of light in your brain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I had that. I was on Wellbutrin, I don't know, 2 or 3 different times. But I took it for the stop smoking. The first time I took it, I didn't have any of that. I actually had like a ridiculous amount of energy.
No, a complete opposite.
So, like, I was like nonstop, like sleeping like 3 hours a night. Like that was like a lot for me.
Might as well just do like coke or something.
Like it was out of control. Like it was so out of control. Like,
It's cheaper and you don't have to get a prescription. No,
I was
don't do drugs.
I was spending like
Don't do drugs.
like anywhere between 2 and 4 hours a day in the gym.
Wow.
Look at you're right. Look at me now.
I didn't mean to look you up and down.
But
So it
no,
wasn't last
seriously.
week.
So the first time that I was on it, obviously the smoking didn't take, because I continued to smoke, but I had a ridiculous amount of energy. Right. And then I went off it for a little while. Second time I went on it, yeah, I had like those spikes in my brain, and like, it's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
I took myself off of it because I was tired of the way I was feeling. And I called my doctor. He was like, slowly take yourself off. I think we were to the point where we were breaking the capsule open and just like slicing and divvying it up. And it got to a point where I was home. I worked nights at the time. I was home watching Gianna. I called my mother and I said, Ma, I'm going to kill somebody. And she knew by the tone of my voice, I was not joking.
100% serious.
100% serious.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm coming over. We're getting you to the doctor. And we'll get it squared away.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, I never went back. That stuff messed me so bad.
Yeah.
I think what
and
messed
it
me up the
sucks
worst was Chantix.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The dreams.
Yeah.
Dreams.
Oh, yeah. You guys were
horrible.
talking about them in the last podcast. Well, the one with your wives, right? Talking about the Chantix?
Yep.
And the crazy.
Possibly. I don't know.
I was
There
terrified.
was a lot of crazy going on in that particular episode.
Yeah, both my brother and my father had like awful, like, they're not even nightmares. They're just like dreams of them like hurting
Like,
people,
right?
or
Like
killing
straight
people.
violence.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on something now. Somebody had mentioned it might even be my like allergy medications. I have the most vivid, crazy dreams, and like I act out in bed. Like I'll jump, I'll kick, I'll punch, and I remember it all. Like what led up to that point. So a couple weeks ago, I'm sleeping and I'm having a dream that like we're testing out military equipment and we're shooting it with different rockets and stuff, seeing what penetrates and what shoots this and what shoots that. And then we're like, okay, let's start. And we start this big like fake combat thing. And I'm like calling out snipers on rooftops. And I see one who's aiming at me and I'm like, sniper high, sniper high. And I dive into like a foxhole. Well, sure enough, I dove out of bed. I smacked my arm on my nightstand, and I have like my bed is up high. It's on like lifters. I hit the ground so hard, and like I'm looking around and it's dark, so I'm like, am I in the foxhole or where the hell am I? Oh my God, I can't believe I didn't re-tear my rotator cuff doing it. I landed right on my shoulder. Oh,
That's
crazy.
wild.
But yeah, I don't know if it's a med or somebody I drove recently happened to say like, oh my God, I get that too. And I'm pretty sure it's because of my allergy medications. So I'm like, I don't know, maybe.
Some good allergy meds.
Dude,
This is
some of
exactly
them are
why
fun.
I don't go to the doctors for anything.
Some of them
Well,
are
you
fun.
should still go.
Nah, I ain't doing that.
I mean, it's good to find out what's going on.
Yeah, I'm on like handfuls of medications and stuff.
I have your basic stuff for overweight people. You know, blood pressure, cholesterol.
I don't have any of that.
reflux.
You don't have blood pressure?
Mm-mm.
It's
He wouldn't know. He
when you
doesn't
get
go to the doctor.
when you get the test back, it just says gravy.
Yeah.
Thick,
Salsa.
thick.
Like we don't even feel your heart beating anymore, Dave.
No, even when I was in the hospital in February,
Mm-hmm.
my blood pressure was absolutely perfect.
Jeez.
Cholesterol was absolutely fantastic. Numbers right where they need to be. Yeah, I don't have any of that stuff.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, not me. Everything was high on me, so finally recently started a semi-glutide semaglutide, a GLP-1 med. So now everything's great. I feel great. Ton of energy. A1C's down. Blood pressure's down.
Mine varies based on how I'm feeling mentally.
Yeah.
I freaked myself out. I went my cousin's husband, I don't know if he had like a mini heart attack or whatever, but his blood pressure was through the roof.
Mm.
A couple weeks later, I go to the doctor, check out my blood pressure's high. I freak out. I'm like, I'm dying. Nobody's concerned. I go to my doctor. I go to the cardiologist. Nobody's concerned. I'm like, why isn't anybody concerned?
Yeah.
Like, I think I'm dying over here. And they're just like, no, we'll change we'll just change your med up. And I'm like, all right. It's wild how much control your mind can take over the rest of your body.
I had to cut salt out of my diet, and that was like, I thought was going to be the end of the world, trying to get my blood pressure low. But sure enough, I was able to do it. Just a little bit less here, a little bit less there.
It's never, other than cooking and using very, very little. If they said cut salt out, okay. It wouldn't bother me at all because I don't use it.
Yeah, it's amazing, though, when you look at, like, processed foods, just how much, because I would have, like, a garden burger or something, like a veggie burger.
A what?
A garden burger, a veggie burger.
Fancy.
What is that?
Yeah, exactly. So, but you look at those
vegetables, Dave.
Yeah, I'm not doing that either.
Unless you're making them at home, it's just full of salt, They're full of sodium. So you think, oh, I'm cutting back on red meat by doing this semi-healthy, veggie burger. So, but nope.
What isn't processed today?
Good question.
Yeah, other than vegetables.
Fresh veggies, meat.
Which I don't mind having veggies with dinner. And we do try to have, a pretty well-balanced meal.
Yeah, Deanna loves veggies. So, like, if I get a single bag of, like, cut up broccoli florets, she's like, well, what am I going to eat? And I'm like, we just split the bag. No, she's got to have, like, a huge pile of veggies. Green beans or whatever we make. Asparagus, I got, like, 2 whole things of asparagus.
As long as vegetables are uncooked, I'm good. Cook them? No.
Some grilled asparagus or, like...
I have a terrible consistency issue.
Really?
Yeah. Even, like, steamed broccoli and, like, Chinese food.
Yeah.
Like, can't do it.
And his food can't touch either.
Well, that's true. Like,
what?
Yeah, all of his food they're like toddler divider trays.
Stop.
Yeah.
You're more picky than my 11-year-old son.
My wife's the same way.
Really?
Yeah.
Shay's like that. My sister is like that.
Jeez.
My father gets an absolute kick out of it. He just, has to torment us.
But what about Thanksgiving?
It's the best meal.
Can you, like, I take everything and just pile it on top of each other, and then just...
You know how difficult that is?
Then just take a roll, cut it in half, and take a spoon and just spoon everything and put it on the roll and eat it.
You're missing out, Dave.
It is the best ever. Cranberry and stuffing and turkey and, mashed potatoes and sweet yams and, oh, God, just...
Delicious. Especially when it's all in your mouth at the same time.
Exactly.
So much going on.
So many flavors.
All right. So, after our first 2 episodes.
So much for that turn.
Yeah. Anyway, I felt the need to, try to stay on task with what our podcast is supposed to be about.
Yeah.
Other than the stories, which are absolutely fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I felt the need to have a little bit of structure. So I kind of went out on the web and found some questions.
Sweet.
Dad questions.
Okay.
So I have a ton of them. I'm only going to shoot a few at you.
All right.
So, first one. What does a dad mean to you?
Oh, my God.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't mean to throw you in the spot. And this is the one that's got me tossed the most. Because the rest of them I can pretty much answer too. But this one is like, I think it's such a broad question,
Yeah.
and I don't really think there's a wrong or right answer. But
Yeah.
what does it mean to you?
It means to me being the one who's there no matter what. Thick or thin,
Nope.
easy, hard,
No questions.
no questions asked. You may get your hind beat the next day, but in that moment, you need to be there. Uh, Dave knew my dad, and just, he was such a great guy. And he, even when I was in the military, living in Hawaii, I could call him any time of day and ask for something. If I couldn't pay a bill, hey, Dad, you mind, fronting me $50? Or, hey, I just had this happen. I got to get my car fixed, whatever. He was, he would, no matter what, he would be there for me and do it. Now, did that mean I didn't have to pay him back $75 later? But he would be there for me. And, even when I was a kid, my wife and I went to a wedding when I was in the academy and got drunk and didn't want to drive home. So we called my dad at 11 o'clock at night, and him and my mom came out and got us, and drove us and our car home. No questions asked, no problem.
But that was always your parents,
Yeah. Yeah.
even back 100 years ago, Larry was always dad to me.
Yeah.
Mom's always mom.
Yeah.
But they've been parents to not just your clan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which basically the same as my grandmother.
Yeah, and that's it. Like when I go over to your grandma's house, I know I'm going to be greeted with a snack, and hey, the fridge is right there, and do whatever you have to. You don't even have to knock when you come in. So, but that's when we were kids. Now it seems so much different.
So different now.
It is different.
Mm-hmm.
But it's almost like our generation. That's exactly how it still is today. Like I know, my parents live downstairs in my basement. They retired, redid it. Hey,
yeah,
come live rent free. But I know, like my father's down there right now. All I have to do is just yell down the stairs.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you need?
Yeah.
And they've always been like that. Even to this day, if we go out somewhere, if you need a ride, call me.
Yeah.
Like that man.
Yep.
He worked his ass off, and still does, but he was always there.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Yep.
No questions asked.
Yep. Yeah. So
As
I think that's
here.
We got away with so much crap with your parents, though.
I know.
So much.
Well, I was the youngest of 5 kids, so it was a little easier for me to kind of.
They had a little fallback with the older siblings.
Yeah. So they always accused me of being the one that got away with everything, and I was. I definitely was. But yeah.
Well, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure my sister got away with a lot too. She was the oldest, but But that's what I strive to be like my dad, and if I can do that, and I can have my son or daughter sitting here in, 40 years saying a story like I'm saying now, that's what I want to be.
Yep. I like that. My father's the same way. And he told me, countless times.
Yeah.
That, I try to give you the life that I didn't have.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily the life I wanted.
You want your kids to live a better life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep. Yep. No,
so
I get it.
like people have their opinions and they're going to think what they want to think. But, my kids have a lot better life than I did. And my parents busted their ass off.
Yeah.
And I don't spoil my kids by any means.
Too,
my kids are spoiled, but they earn that. My kids, they pay for everything they want. Other than
I got
holiday
one.
stuff.
I'm gonna ask that one, Joe. Turn that back.
Which one?
Keep turning it away from
All
me.
right. Hit me.
Right. What has been one thing that you have learned from your parents that you find you use today?
Oh my God.
Can't be the back of your hand either.
Oh, no. So surprisingly, my dad he would threaten to hit us, but I don't think I ever got whacked by him. He would come out with the belt. My mom would come around with the spoon. I only remember my mom hitting my brother once with a spoon. Have I ever? No, I don't think I've ever
Oh,
hit my
man,
kids
my
with
mom was
utensils.
like a snow.
That's old school.
Polish bottles.
But that's how it was.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
and to be honest with you, like growing up, like if people were close to your family and you were acting a fool,
Oh yeah.
like they had every right to.
Every right to.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nowadays, now you're going to jail.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're going to jail. Like the respect back then compared to now is way different.
Oh, I think
It's disgusting.
I hate to be that old guy, but yeah,
My father.
kids nowadays, but yeah, but oh God, what patience? I think I've learned from my parents. Just being trying to be patient. Now, being a cop also helped me do that a lot too. Dealing with the hard situations and letting somebody just vent, understanding that they might be having a horrible day. But
Yep.
I think my parents were pretty good at just being patient with me and, letting me make my own mistakes, letting me go buy my 5th car that was a hunk of junk. And,
I don't think it was just you, though, with your parents, though. Like, I mean, with all your brothers and your sister.
Yeah.
I mean, they were very well practiced by the time you came around.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was very different. I was never the one left on a beach in Maine, but that was Peter. But
That's what's wrong with them. Now I get it.
Is that like a Joe Dirt moment? Like leave the kid in another state?
they've realized it after a while, but
It was 15 or 20 minutes before we realized he was gone.
yeah. So yeah,
That's wild too.
yeah, I think that's
Not going to lie, that is pretty funny.
It's hysterical, but again, it's a whole nother moment in time where, like, you probably don't have to be concerned. Like, we could live off the land.
yeah.
Like, I mean, we're not that old, but Dave, for real, like, we could live off the land. Like, we didn't have all the stuff they have today.
No.
No,
Like-
no, we could have built a fire.
You know,
and,
if mom said come
made-
home at this time,
Yeah.
your ass was home,
Oh, yeah.
or everybody was looking for you. They were calling the neighbors. Like, everybody had everybody's number,
I'll see my mom.
and they would
I
track
don't
you
think she
down.
knew when I was home and when I wasn't.
My father, they always told us, like, don't make me come find you.
yeah,
Okay. It only happened, I think, a couple times, and that was it.
yeah.
I've had my fair share of whoopings, if you want to call it that. Well,
But that's
disrespect your mother.
that's part of and these are all skills that you need to be, it's almost like talking about drama. You're not realizing that these are skills that you're going to benefit from later on in life. Like when you have your first job and you don't show up on time,
Yeah.
you don't get a whooping, but you get in trouble and you might even lose your job, so you got to learn these things early in life. So then when you do get to that point,
Yep.
you're responsible,
Correct.
so they're literally just teaching you.
I am very big on that. And if you ask my kids right now, if we were to pull them in here and be like, hey, what time should you be at work? Well, if it was Dad, we'd be there an hour early. I'm an hour to early work every
Oh my God.
day. Every day. One, for a couple of reasons. Gets my mind right. I have some quiet time. It's just me, the radio, the coffee. And, if I have guys working for me, I got to make sure I'm ready.
Yep.
So guys that come in 10 minutes before we start, I'm like, hey, you're late.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean I'm late? I still got 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like, but do we really? Now we have to rush around to try to
Yeah.
get things out and get things ready.
Yeah, and that's when mistakes happen.
Correct.
That's when you overlook something that you wouldn't have overlooked if you had proper time to stop and say, okay, do we have everything,
Yep.
all of our ducks in a row?
I hate being rushed. Like,
Yeah. We
Like, I was late here today, and I was like, oh, my God, I can't believe I'm late.
dude, I was pacing the garage door, being like, it's 4:30. Where the hell's Dave?
Right.
Like,
I was like, I got to be 15 minutes early. So when I saw it, I put your address in the GPS just to get around traffic if there was any coming down. The Northway was not only busy, but there was a whole herd of squirrels crossing. So it took me a minute.
you were going slow
There's
enough to see
there's
him.
no squirrels
yeah,
on the
yeah,
highway.
Oh, well, at least you're going slow enough to
squirrels.
see him.
Lots of squirrels. So I was like, oh my God, I'm going to only be 10 minutes early and not be 15 minutes early. I don't like that. I was nervous about it. So, and then I'm like, what if I go to the wrong street? What if I go to the wrong house? I get paranoid.
All right, I got another.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like 15 minutes.
15
early
minutes. I got to be 15
is like
minutes.
bare minimum for me.
Yeah.
All right, I got another one for you.
Okay.
What advice would you give to new fathers?
Oh my God. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Don't worry about, we were all at the point where we had to sneak in the baby's room and make sure that they were breathing at night, and we all did it.
Oh my
I know
God.
that's what we do.
Still do it.
Yeah.
My kids are 18 and 15. Well, they're going to be 16 and 19. And I still will, just for my peace of mind,
Yeah.
just make sure they're breathing.
But and there's nothing wrong with doing
No.
that. Now you don't want to be obsessed with it and do it.
No. As an
minutes,
infant and as a child,
Yeah.
every night before I went to bed,
Yeah.
100%. And if I couldn't see it, I'd be like, "Hey, babe, can you go make
I
sure
know.
they're breathing?"
I know. But now with like the cameras and stuff, you can, it's a lot easier to put a camera on them so you can see. But they had those like detection mats and stuff that you could buy that would supposedly beep if they stopped breathing or what. And you worry about SIDS and all this other stuff. But and I'm not saying don't worry about it. Like those are real things that you still have to take precautions about. But just enjoy those nights where you're sitting in the recliner and the baby's, drooling on your chest and, and you're just cozy and like, just enjoy that because, not that my kids aren't, gems now, but, you get to the point where they're talking back to you and, when they first learn how to lie and things like that. And you're just like, oh boy, here we go.
Really push the buttons.
Yeah.
Do they bro you?
Yes. Yeah. So when they say bra, I say panties. My other buddy Rick taught me that one. So,
My son did that to me. James did that to me a few years ago.
bra.
We were in the kitchen. He goes, "Bro." I go, "Don't you ever bro me." And he knew by the look on my face I was serious. I was like, "I'm not your bro. I'm your dad." Okay, let's get that right.
You want to hear something that's gonna
Do they brain rot talk?
tear you up on that? No, luckily they don't.
Okay.
Yeah. But my daughter has called me by my first name probably for 6 or 7 years now, since she was younger than 10. She calls me Jason. And like I've tried to get her to stop, and it's just I don't fight it anymore. I'm just like, whatever, I don't care.
Well, they're probably so used to like everybody just adult-wise calling you Jason,
Yeah.
Jason,
Yeah.
and you respond to that.
Yeah.
The only time I get called by my first name is if I'm on the couch and I'm like deep into my phone
And they're trying to get your
and they're
attention.
trying to get my attention.
Yeah.
But sometimes it works.
I almost want to pause right now.
Oh, for the ice cream man?
Is that I thought
This
it
is
was my
as
phone
real as
ringing
it
or
gets.
something.
Like, the background noise is real.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure you heard my dogs barking too.
It's a real studio.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't hear it, the ice cream man just drove past, and
Yeah, I'm 100% with you on that. Just
The ice cream man or the
no, well, both,
either one, like
both. No, I don't want the ice cream man. They got chocolate tacos anymore.
I got my soda here. I don't need ice cream.
No, but you're 100% right. It goes by so fast, and it's the one thing that I regret in life is I really missed. I was here, but I wasn't here in the first year of my daughter's life.
Yeah.
Like I have the pictures to look at and all that.
Yeah. That's,
But the physical interaction, like I don't remember much of it, and it's all because of them damn meds.
yeah. That's
And
tough. That's got to be hard to deal with.
Sucks. It sucks.
Yeah. No, I loved it when my kids were babies, and even when my son was born, my daughter was she was a cesarean section. So then my wife was lucky enough to have a VBAC afterwards with my son, and I was able to be there for that and everything, and it was just amazing. One of those moments that I'll remember, for the rest of my life.
I remember the day we had her. It was wild. I almost passed out. Doctor's like, "You got to sit down." Yeah.
Did you guys cut the umbilical cords at all?
yeah.
My daughter's I did. My son was my son's story is pretty deep. So my wife had did I talk about this at all?
I don't know.
I
I
don't.
don't think so.
So my son was born, I think 6 or 8 weeks early.
Wow.
She had what they call vasa previa. I guess it's when like the cervix or the placenta separates and exposes all the blood vessels for both of them.
Oh.
So yeah, it's like one of those things. Like if she was going labor, one of them or both of them could die. So she was put in the hospital, I think, maybe a month and a half or 2 months before she was due, or whenever they scheduled him to come into the world. So she was at Albany Med, right next to the OR. It was pretty scary. I was fortunate enough to work there, so
I was going to say, was that the...
I got to see her every day.
There you go.
You know, so it had its positives. But it was also the same time when we had that swine flu crap. So I got to bring my daughter, I think, once or twice. We had to go in the cafeteria to do it.
Jeez.
Yeah, so that was pretty tough.
Your daughter was what, 3?
She was 3.
3, okay.
Yep. So I'm here taking care of her, with the help of my parents and her parents. So that was pretty wild. So yeah, they took him. Yeah, I think it was 6 weeks early, and she had to have a C-section because everything had to be really like thought out, processed. Yeah. The whole 9.
Oh yeah.
So and before they brought me into that operating room, they're like, "Listen, based on your wife's condition, we need an answer from you. Should something go south, who are we saving?" I'm like,
oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that. That's like I don't even.
I would say ask her and don't tell me what she says, because
I don't even know how to respond.
Yeah. That would be such a horrible.
I'm going in to watch the birth of my son, and you're telling me if something goes south, which one am I saving?
Yeah.
Like both of them?
Oh God.
Like I want you to do whatever it takes for both of them. Like let's not even get to that point. Let's hope you guys are on your game today.
I can't believe they would ask you that.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't realize how serious it really was until that moment.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very rare. Very, very rare.
Man.
But they're both here.
Yeah.
And we're good to go.
Worked out.
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't get to cut the umbilical on him.
Yeah.
My daughter I did. And then they throw that afterbirth in front of you. That's when I really almost passed out. That was yeah.
Yeah, there was a midwife that was there for my son when he was born, and she was like, "Do you want it?" I go, "Yeah, sure." And I take it expecting it's like cutting a ribbon for the grand opening of like, no, you're like, and it yeah, you feel it.
Yeah,
you feel like the different. Ooh.
There's definite resistance.
Yeah.
When cutting that.
Yeah.
Oh,
so for new dads, they should know that. If you want to cut it, you better work on your finger pinch grip.
Yeah, and when you're in that room and your wife or significant other is in labor, don't question anything.
No, nope.
So for my daughter, I rubbed the small of my wife's back for 19 hours.
Oh my God. Oh.
19 hours. And I would do it all over again.
And you were happy. Yep.
100%. Yep. No doubt.
Yeah.
All right.
Would you have another one right now?
Oh no.
God, what are you nuts?
Oh God, no, I'm fixed.
Well,
I had that thing like.
Well, minus that.
No.
Really?
No.
Okay.
I love the fact I have 2. Like I joke with them that I had the second as like an insurance policy. So, and I still use it on them to this day. But no, we wouldn't. No. Nope. No.
I'm with you.
I don't know how my parents did 5. I don't know how.
Well, if you don't know how did you get 2?
Well, that's true. I may have nothing. I'm not going to go there. But so when my mom had me, she bled very bad. She was 39 years old when she had me. So there was a ton of bleeding. So the doctor said you should probably have a hysterectomy. Well, my parents were good Catholics, and that's birth control. We can't do that. So they went to the priest, and they said to the priest, the doctor's recommending if I have another child, I could, could be serious. And the priest looks at him and goes, "Larry, Marianne, you've had 5 kids. You've done your duty to the Catholic Church. Go have the procedure to help save your life."
Yeah, you've obviously been blessed.
Yeah. Yep. You did your duty to the church. And,
it is definitely a blessing having kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
It makes you grow up in ways that you never thought like you would encounter.
I couldn't imagine not having children, because those days when we go up north, and I want to go enjoy it with my kids and my wife, but yet
Yep.
I want them to experience that. I want them to, do all these things that I may not have been able to do when I was a kid. So
I might be pissing some people off by asking this, but were you a book parent? Like, did you read up on becoming a dad or
God,
any of that? Or do you believe in that kind of stuff? Or do you think...
So I hate reading. I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like reading books. So I was given books and stuff, and I never really did.
Yep.
My wife, my sister-in-law, Brenda, David's wife, did hypnobirthing, and we went through all that, and she gave us a book on it, and I was like, whatever. Honey, you read the book. I'm not going to read the book. The only thing I did read up on was the Shettles method. You ever heard of that?
No.
So Shettles discovered that there were ways where you could plan to have a boy or plan to have a girl. And my wife really, really wanted a girl. So there's all this stuff that goes into it, like the pH balance and like time of day and positions and like all this stuff that went into that. And I did a stuff ton of studying for that. And sure enough, we had a girl. So I think it worked. I'm not, I'm not saying, but that's about the only thing I studied up on. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't, I don't need a book. I mean, I'm sure there's some great value in those books, but nothing I think will prepare you for anything that's thrown at you like that.
No. And it's so...
But as scary as it may seem, like, you legitimately just figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one, you're responsible for it. Like, and two, it's like, what do I do?
Yeah.
And three, I had my parents be like, hey, Ma, like, what do I do?
We got home after having my daughter. My wife was in the hospital for 3 days, post C-section. And we got home, and my wife's milk came in. Now, usually on a good day, my wife is an A cup. Mm-hmm. At this point, she was probably at least a double D. And they looked and felt like soccer balls. Rock hard.
Yep.
Of course, Rowan wouldn't latch at that point, and she's having issues with, she's hungry, she's fussy, she's crying. My wife is crying. I'm crying, because we're all alone in the house now. Like, we had nurses bringing her in and out every day and lactation consultants coming in. And, I learned if I pulled her lip down like this, I could help her latch, and which was a lot of fun, by the way. So, yeah.
I love how guys find the humor in everything.
Yeah.
Like, it's great.
But I knew for 6 weeks I couldn't.
And I tell my wife, I'm not the only one that's like this.
No.
All right.
No, but yeah. So literally, we're over the sink hand expressing my wife so her breasts do not explode. Mm-hmm. And it's real at that moment. And you got to be willing to
it can be very
stuff
serious.
like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be willing to help, and you got to be willing to not say, well, a man wouldn't do that or a guy wouldn't do, but you got to go in feet first. My daughter slept in our bedroom in a bassinet. Mm-hmm. My wife would breastfeed at night, every 3 hours or so. And so I would be the one. I would have to set my alarm. I'd wake up. I'd get her out of bed. I'd take her into her room, change her, bring her back, hand her to my wife, and then make sure my wife stayed awake while they, fed. Because heaven forbid she falls asleep and rolls on her. And, I've seen one of those happen on the job. And, you got to be willing to help out like that. And one other piece of good advice I was told that a new dad should hear, and new moms should hear this too: sleep whenever you can. Don't be afraid to go to sleep. If your child lays down for, a nap, and that's the only time you can get 15 minutes sleeping, get 15 minutes sleeping. Yeah, there's laundry to be done, there's dishes to be done and all that, but sleep whenever you can, because you never know. At night, you might have that child that wakes up,
Oh, yeah.
You guys probably did, one of them, that doesn't sleep at night. So, You know, you gotta get your sleep in when you can, or else you're gonna go nuts.
Yeah, we gave in a lot. Like as they got older, they'd sneak in the middle of the night and can I sleep with you? At that point, yeah, get in bed because we're gonna sleep. You have to sleep.
Yeah, my son had night terrors, so he
My
went
kids had
through
that.
a long period of time where he would just wake up and
Screaming uncontrollably,
like he had a ghost standing on his shoulders.
and it took you a while to get them.
They just don't.
Yep.
I didn't have any of this.
No.
No.
We actually had to give them Benadryl to kind of like reset, but even still, like they were awful.
Yeah. We never found what it was. Literally, you just got to sit with him, and I would sing, the Pompeii. Pompeii. I can't remember who sings it.
I got nothing, buddy.
But it's when you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing? And that's still to this day when I put my kids to bed, even my 15-year-old daughter, when she wants her back tickled, that's I sing that song and I tickle her back, and that's,
But those things do work.
Mm-hmm.
Like even to this day, like so when my son was in the hospital with that whole world-changing event, I came home and the only thing on TV that I found like kind of took me out of that was Impractical Jokers.
Right. Yeah.
So for a moment, it took me out of that confusion, the unknown, and it just kind of
put you somewhere else.
Put me somewhere else.
Yeah.
And still to this day, I use that as like my out.
Yeah.
Like, I'll watch it from time to time, and it just kind of clears my head.
It's not the same without Joe.
Yeah, it's not.
Still good though. I still like the guys. My David's Nick Deuce-Foro. You knew Nick.
Yep.
He's their agent. The Impractical Jokers agent.
Oh yeah, blue collar.
Yeah.
Also, yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Oh really?
His company. Yeah, I think he does more than
That's
just.
pretty cool.
Jay's cousin.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Previous Jay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. They're related.
Yeah.
I forgot that.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a big time guy out in L.A. now. Yeah.
I had fourth row center to Ron White.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Like I could smell the whiskey.
It's real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's wild.
Small.
Yeah, I really don't think like no matter what you read really prepares you for what those children are all about.
No, there's no preparation. Like,
No.
They're all different. Like everyone is different. But,
And everybody lives different lives too.
Yeah.
And,
Yep. Your values may not be the same as mine, or like I value my sleep.
That brings up something I saw this weekend. So I got a little side hustle, and I'll talk about it at a later date.
You guys got a lot of side hustles.
But there was a gentleman that got out of the car next to me, and he had a sweatshirt on. I'm going to read it to you.
Okay.
It says, "Everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about."
I have that. I have a shirt. Yeah.
And it just it hit me.
Yeah.
Like I think people don't realize, no matter where you came from, what you have, what you do, however much money you have, like I think we all fight battles regardless. Sometimes they're the same, sometimes they're different. So like I try to approach people the same way.
Yeah.
As much as I joke about a lot of things, like you don't know what somebody's going through.
Yeah. Or what happened to them earlier that day.
Just be kind. Like,
yep.
Everybody's gonna entitled to their bad days.
Yep.
It's how you respond. Like my bad days, like I become very quiet, and especially like when I was going through like all my blood pressure crap, like I kind of shut down. I don't want to be asked how you doing, everything okay, and I tend to snap at people, and I really shouldn't. And I'm learning that now. Like, hey, they're just trying to make sure I'm good.
Yeah, it's
and I tell my kids the same thing. I'm like, listen, as much as you joke or make fun of something or what they're wearing or whatever, I go,
you don't know.
And and especially with the things my son has, I'm like, listen, dude, like, there's a lot of other people that are going through the same thing. So if you think you're the only one, you're mistaken.
Yeah. Yep.
I go, so, approach it differently.
Yeah. that's one of the stances, and it took a little bit to learn it, when I
Oh,
was a cop.
definitely.
But, when you stop somebody, you never know. You never know what they're going through.
Yep.
And you never know what their experience is. And so I try to handle everybody. And even when people would just lay into me, I go, whoa, listen. I'm just here because you were speeding. I'm not saying there's not a reason that you were speeding. Maybe you just weren't paying attention or something. But I got to make sure everybody gets from point A to point B safely.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can do that without writing a ticket, I'd rather do that, knowing that maybe they, their kid had just gotten in a fight at school and they were trying to get there to get him out or just whatever. Their parent died yesterday and their just mind is somewhere else, or they were trying to talk to the funeral home or whatever,
Yep.
So there's so many different factors, and I tried to.
And you guys are probably interacting with people at their lowest point.
That's it. Nobody likes seeing a cop. It's all great. You can have a community field day and all this and go show off your dogs and everything else. But when you're in that mode and a cop is at your door or pulling up, the lights turn on behind you, everybody has that OS moment, and they're just like, yeah.
Yeah, I had one in Florida about a week ago.
Oh, no.
A week and a half ago. Yeah, I got pulled over for doing, I think it was 83 and 55. It's just trying to get around some stuff. But,
Yeah,
the cop came up and, he introduced himself. He had the radar with him in his hand.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yep. And I'm at this point, like, I know what I did.
Yeah.
And I was kind of laughing. He's like, I'm like,
yeah.
yeah, dude, yeah. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Do stupid stuff, win stupid prizes.
Yeah. Yeah. And
But,
that's, and
he's like, where are you going? I'm like, we literally just left the airport like 20 minutes ago. My grandfather wasn't doing well. Still really isn't doing well, but it's not an excuse.
Yeah, but
I was just trying to get around some traffic, because in Florida you're either doing 40 or 90
in the left lane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I just told him we're on our way up there.
Yeah.
Such and such. He could have gave me a ticket.
Yeah.
Not thought anything about it. Went about his day. Just another guy speeding. But he was kind enough and nice enough to be like, hey, give you a warning. Go about your day. Just slow it down.
There you go.
Like, hey, as long as the respect is there.
Yeah. I get it.
But again, every scenario is different.
Yeah.
I was just not really paying
And
attention
maybe
to what I
that
was
cop
doing.
just came from the dead baby,
That's just
and
it.
maybe they're having a bad day.
I don't know how his day's going.
Yep.
So I don't want to be the one to set him off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you guys deal with enough.
Not everybody.
Especially in today's world.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's so quick to make their judgments.
Yeah.
And it's sad. And that's the one thing I preach to my kids too, is like, just take ownership. Like, that's how we learn.
Yeah.
Like, you make a mistake, own it.
Yep.
And we move on. Because if you're not going to learn.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you make excuses.
And that's with
you
everything.
Start pointing fingers. You start, it's because the guy was in the left lane doing 40 and, he's an idiot and this and that.
Yeah.
Well, does that mean you really had to go around? Like, no, you don't. I mean, so whose fault is it? It's still your fault. You still sped.
Correct.
But,
And I'm very open with my kids, and I'm sure I told this in other episodes. When I was 16, I was arrested. We were hanging out in a house that went bankrupt during construction. It's a very nice house. Some damage was done, and as we were walking out the back door, cops were walking in the front door.
Yeah.
And word got around. One of the kids that was with us was talking at school. And
somebody always does. Yeah.
a couple days later, they're knocking at my door. My mother's like, hey, why are the cops here? I'm like, well, And fortunate for us, the resource officer that came to the door with the detectives, we were very, very close with.
Oh, that's awesome.
Spent a lot of time in his house, and very, very thankful he was there.
Mm.
He's like, I know this family very well. That's not how these kids are.
Yeah.
And just a bad time in life.
Yeah.
I was lucky. I was a month away from turning 17.
Mm.
Could have been a whole different outcome.
Yeah.
A whole different outcome. Went in front of the family court judge. I'll never forget her. Ever. In my life, I will never forget this lady. Her name was Beverly Tobin. And she was a spitting image of what you see Judge Judy on TV. Like, if there was anybody to instill some fear,
Yeah.
it was that lady.
Yeah.
And
it worked, right?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah. And your family probably had to pay some money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And
yeah.
You got your ass whooped and
got some probation, community service.
Yeah. Yep.
And rightfully so.
Yeah.
Like, we did a stupid thing. It's just, and I tell my kids that. I go, look, it's not, you do not want to do this.
Yeah. It's not the end of the world, but
just
there are consequences.
Think before you do. Think before you act. Try to play it out. Like, what are the consequences going to be? Not that it's okay to still do it.
Yeah.
But just be smart.
Yeah.
I'm trying to raise you responsibly.
Yeah.
And I hope that you take something from what I'm preaching.
Dave and I never did stupid stuff when we were kids.
No,
Ever.
we never found cones anywhere and
still
blocked off
stupid
streets
stuff.
and did stuff like that. No, we never did anything.
No, never, ever.
Oh, dude, we did way worse than that.
Oh, that was
we did.
We were taking out road signs with bowling balls.
I didn't. Well, first and foremost,
you know how loud that
was
is
a
going
small
55.
example.
You know how loud a sign is at 55 when it gets hit by a bowling ball?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe you done it?
No.
Never.
All right, good. Yeah, I don't recommend doing that. And nothing what I say in here should be done. I'm not responsible for anything. We'll just put that disclaimer in there.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, we all do stupid things.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't have stories if we didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got a couple more.
That is.
I hope I'm not boring you with these questions.
No, go for it.
2, and these are kind of deep too.
All right.
What are you most proud of?
Ooh. As a dad.
Anything in life.
Well, my wife, I think. I had such a crush on her in high school. Huge crush. Even before I really knew her. And it wasn't until like our end of the junior, when we were in the play together, and then senior year, where we became like friends, like hangout friends. Actually, even before that, I had called her up and asked her out on a date. She told me she was washing her hair that night, so she couldn't go out. So now that I know her, she probably was home washing her hair. So, yeah, just how we eventually became like really close friends. And then, the way we got together was my brother flew her out to visit me in Hawaii. We were just friends, and I was stationed in Hawaii. She had just finished college. She was about to start teaching, and thought, hey, fly her out. So both of our families really secretly wanted us together. But for me to, what I considered bagging the hottest girl in school was like amazing to me. So I think, most proud of her.
Yeah.
Couple of weeks ago.
I like it.
Well, not this just happened a couple of weeks ago, but Shay has this friend. Her name is Renee. Renee's been coming to the house for a hot minute. Never really paid attention to her last name, anything like that. Like, okay, yeah, cool. Renee's coming over. Nicknamed her Ray, the whole, like.
Yeah.
Shay says to me, hey, Renee's at her dad's, and they're just having a party, and she's really bored. Can we go get her? And I was like, yeah. Does she want to stay the night or something? Yeah. Okay. So it's actually up by your house. Go up there. Renee comes out, says, oh, I forgot this. Goes back in. Her dad comes out. And I'm like, I know her father. And Shay's like, no, you don't. Watch this. So I jump out of the car. I run up and I'm like, hey. And he looks at me and he's like, what are you doing here? he's like, wait,
You're.
Yeah.
It's.
her dad is Tawn.
Oh my God.
Right. So, like, Shay and Renee are just floored. Like,
That's
we
funny.
ran up, gave each other a hug, like the whole nine, just
God.
dumbfounded. So here, someone that we were fairly close with
Yeah.
in high school, our kids are now friends.
That's funny. Jeez. So is she a Shaker girl?
No, South Side.
Oh, okay. All right.
She lives with mom on the South Side. Dad lives on
Oh,
the
okay.
North Side.
Okay. Yeah. That's funny. Jeez. Yeah, I saw Jen Gagnon the other day.
Really?
Yeah. I was we were at Frog Alley, or not Frog Alley, Wolf's Hollow Brewing out in Schenectady, like Leadville.
On 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So my buddy's wife was singing there, and her group. So took Rowan and went out there, and they were doing like a fundraiser for like the March of Dimes or something. So we went out and I had a beer and was hanging out, and all of a sudden I see Jen walking. I go, oh my God, her aunt is in town, and they like going to like all these other like microbreweries and stuff, and like touring around, and so they stopped in there and listened to music and had a beer and went on to the next one.
I haven't seen that girl in years.
I know. I was like, geez, it's probably been 30 years. So
She got like 3 kids or something now, doesn't she?
yeah, I
Set
think
of
so.
twins.
Yeah, I'm friends with her on Facebook. So yeah, which I now follow you guys on Facebook. So
Yeah,
I'm like your 4th
by the
follower.
way. You are.
Appreciate it.
I think so.
I'll
No,
take
I
it.
think you had like 60 something or something.
Yeah, we're up there.
Yeah.
We're up there.
Well, I mean, we've published 2, and
2 more coming now. Well, after tonight, you'll have 2.
we've had a few downloads, so I think we're up in like 30 or so. I mean, we're 2 average guys in a garage,
Yeah,
right.
right?
it's entertaining. I like it.
And we're keeping it real, raw, unedited.
Like what I was telling you, like we don't edit.
Yeah.
And honestly, we don't even listen to it until the day it's published.
Yeah, we've never gone back and listened
Right,
to
like
something
we've
that's
never
and
recorded.
been like,
sat-
oh, geez, I wish.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I could tell on the one with your wives.
That went left so fast.
That was so funny.
I was texting him. I'm like,
God.
I totally forgot about the chickens.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, I mean that was like following your wife in a grocery store. Like I go in and I have my list.
Yeah.
Almost to the point where I know what aisle I need to go down. And then I can go in numerical order. Straight lines.
Yeah.
If I miss it,
Yeah.
I don't need it.
Keep it
the
moving.
feet conversation, like, so 2 feet to you is like 14 inches. Like, oh, but with the Crocs on, it might be a little more. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah, you
my
have no idea.
God.
That
I'd pull all my hair out. Like, and I haven't started balding yet.
Hi.
like when we say
Dave's
like
got no hair.
like you give them like the puppy dog,
Bald and gray as heck.
like you give them the puppy dog look. Like we're not kidding. Like we seriously like tilt our head a little bit. And be like what?
Like, what? Like, that's,
That and
It
then the
just
whole
blows my mind.
whole drill thing.
oh, a hand
You're
job.
calling him a
oh,
hand
my
job?
God.
Like
Oh,
if Julie came home and said like, hey, you know, I asked a guy for a hand job, I'd be like, you did what?
what?
Like what?
Like,
Like
yeah. And he totally didn't understand what I meant. I'm like,
of course he didn't.
no, because nobody has ever referred to a power drill as a hand job except you.
But I love it. Like that's the stuff like there's probably
it's
some guy
so hilarious.
somewhere in the world that's going, my wife is just like theirs.
Yeah.
Like this is incredible.
Oh, no. I mean,
There are
like,
people that can totally relate
Oh, yeah.
to everything that happened
Yeah.
in that episode.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Dave,
No.
yours is so unique.
Oh, God.
And so is mine. Like mine can't pronounce anything. And I find it I told her the other day. I said, I just want you to know. She's like, don't laugh at me. I'm like, I don't laugh. I'm not. I'm laughing because I said I find it like almost sexy, like that is mine. Like that's incredible.
Dave is. I think he just doesn't know how they created a female version of himself.
No,
maybe.
I just don't think he understands.
No.
He looks in the mirror except
actually
his reflection is long hair and name Michelle.
Like, not to bring up like
I love it.
Like bad things, but I knew his ex, and I don't know if they were ever meant to be together. The moment I met Michelle, I was like, oh my God, how did you clone yourself into a female?
No.
I was like, how?
No.
What?
They're not the same, but they're the same.
No. God, no.
It's great. But that's what makes us who we are. Like, and that's the one thing I love about like just listening to people's conversations. Like, I wasn't sure how like having a guest would go, but listening to like your story and Jay's story, like it just opens up like so much more to learn.
Yeah.
Just from talking. And I think we had it in Jay's episode too, was people don't talk anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And it's sad. Like nobody can just carry on a casual conversation with a random person. I know I can. I'll talk to anybody.
Oh, I can too.
And I'm sure Dave can too.
Yeah.
You know, we could leave the conversation and not even know each other's names.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's funny about that is when we did the first show, it was at my house. It was a mess. Like we had just learned the board, and he was sweating bullets, and I'm like, dude, it's really not that big a deal. It's like it's you and me talking, but he's like, yeah, but we got like headphones on and and there's microphones, and I'm like, yeah, but we're just talking back and forth.
I felt like I was going for an interview.
Like he was as red as a Craftsman toolbox.
You couldn't tell. And
now it's just like second nature. Like I absolutely love waiting to record the next one.
Right. So for me, like I've done like Facebook lives, I've done TikTok lives, I've been live on Instagram. Like it's literally not that big a deal. It's almost as easy as ugly crying in the mirror.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably due for one of those.
Yeah.
I mean,
we all are.
We all typically are.
It's Mental Health Awareness Month, so I think we're all get one of those out.
Oh yeah, especially like this week. You know, my grandfather was put in hospice, but now they're telling us that he's not sick enough for hospice.
Wow,
which is crazy. So he's going home in a couple of weeks, which is great. I wanted him to be home.
Yeah,
you know, he's got like stage 4 renal failure. He's got heart issues. He's had heart issues for a long time. He's got CPOD from working in construction all them years.
Yeah.
So, you know, the man has had a terrific life.
Mm-hmm.
Made an absolutely fantastic family,
mm-hmm.
which I can't say enough things about, good or bad. Like, we were always there. We were very close. And then on top of that, like, my son was named after my uncle. Took his entire name. He died a lot earlier than we all wanted. But he had some demons. You know, he served in the military. He was in Vietnam. So my son went up Saturday with my brother and my cousin. So I have 2 uncles that are laid to rest at Saratoga National.
That's awesome.
So they went and put flags out.
That's great.
You know, my son is very, very proud of the name he carries.
It's awesome.
You know, which is huge. Huge in every way that I could possibly think of. And, you know, and even, you know, both uncles that are up there really played a big impact in our lives. And being older now, like, you know, I thought what they were doing, or, you know, the way that they, you know, interacted with us as kids were just being, you know, like a-holes. But now that I'm older, I'm like, there's so much that I can relate back to what they said or did.
Yep.
What's the problem, Dave? Talk.
There's no problem.
Where are we at? Hour and 49? All right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, this weekend has been very silent, emotional for me.
Mm.
You know, there's just certain things that have triggered some tears.
And that's,
And I do it quietly, you know,
Yeah.
like I don't need like, oh, you're okay. Like me, I don't need that. I just want to have my moment. So, all right, I got one more question.
All right.
This one's pretty deep. All right, you ready?
Sure.
How do you hope to be remembered?
Ooh. Huh. Yeah, that is.
It's deep.
Yeah.
And the only reason I asked that,
David.
what?
I know how I could answer this for him.
Yeah,
All right, so
go.
listen, let me tell you why I asked that question.
I gotta hear.
So when we had Raimundo on,
Mm-hmm.
he had said something that's still ingrained in my head.
Okay.
Was about the whole like your legacy is shown by those that show up at your wake, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like to have like that just really stuck with me, and it made a lot of sense because everything I've been to, you know, when someone passes, those lines are out the door.
Mm-hmm.
You're waiting in line hours.
Oh yeah.
Like to me, like before I like thought about that question, it was just like people showing their respects. Like now they think about it, I'm like, they're showing respect because that person meant something to them more than just being a friend. Somehow that person touched their lives in a way that made them come out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I asked that question, like, how do you hope to be remembered? So I'll leave it to you.
Well, I want to hear Dave. What Dave?
Oh, yeah.
I gotta hear this first. I'll let you know if I.
So,
agree.
like I said, I've known Jay for a long time. Known Jay's family for a very long time. Love him like family.
Is this gonna be something about Forrest Gump?
No.
No. Okay.
But that is a funny story. When we were all in high school, there was a wager that
Is it?
Jay was possibly on a different team.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Okay.
we all lost the wager.
Apparently, because
You swinging on a
if
different field?
somebody likes drama and is in plays,
No, it really
and
didn't have
enjoys
anything to do
singing,
with that.
and they think that you might.
So they went with the full-on out stereotype.
No. It had nothing to do with drama. Like,
What, he run funny?
well, maybe.
I knew 4 different shades of blue.
Listen, you
Right.
want me to decorate your house? I'm your guy. So you tell
Which
me what you
again,
think.
like, I don't have any issues with this whatsoever.
yeah.
Like, I really don't. But it was the ongoing joke. It was the ongoing
Yeah.
bet. And then clearly we all lost when he married Deanna.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which is totally fine. And we actually all didn't tell him until after his wedding.
Yeah.
That's a great running joke. if you want to call it that.
I think
Well,
that's
now you
hilarious.
can, right?
I'm proud of that.
Right.
I'm like, yeah.
Like, it went on for
Oh, my
years.
God.
Like, we were all just, very simple, very dumb when we were in high school. And, typical, kids from,
Teenagers,
who
yeah.
were born in the 70s and
Oh, yeah.
grew up in the 80s and the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Jay was always, like, way more loquacious than we were.
Just carried himself better. Well dressed.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wore combat boots, and I had hair that I was trying to pull back, like not like John. Who's the
It was Flock of
karate
Seagulls,
guy
too.
who was, yeah.
It was Flock of Seagulls. All right.
Yeah. So my hair apparently it never would have made it into a ponytail because it was just way too thick.
No, I had one of those, though.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You did.
I did.
Yeah. So, yeah. So
the Forrest Gump story.
oh God.
Jay comes home on leave. Right.
Oh God.
Straight out of high school. He's like, hey, man, come on over. Let's have a couple. And I was like, yeah, all right. I ain't doing anything tomorrow. Cool. So this dude's home on leave. Clearly it's straight out of high school, but whatever, it is what it is.
Yeah, it was Christmas of 96.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I'm 4 or 5 in, and he's like 1.5 in.
Yeah.
And falls out of his mom's rocking chair.
Right into the Christmas tree.
Directly into the Christmas tree.
I still don't think I don't remember it, so I don't believe it.
So we then had to explain to Mom why the tree was all messed up.
Yeah. Like knocked down all the lower branches and
right. Like it really looked like
Charlie
hit the tree.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Branches everywhere.
I think they just made the story up. It's all made up.
It could be.
I don't remember it, so
I mean, I'm good with telling stories, but I was the only one that was there.
I love hearing stories
Brian
about.
No, it was just me and you.
just me and you?
Yeah.
I love hearing stories like that.
Oh, okay.
Like even like still to this day, like my father's stories or my mother's stories, just about how things were, what they did back in the day. Like, still to this day, if people hear my last name, they're like, "Your father grew up in 2nd Street?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh." It's like, "What's your father's name?" I'm like, "Dan." He's like, "Oh, boy, could I tell you some stories?"
Oh, could you?
Like for real, like for all the years I worked at Sunset, right? There were so many people that I had no idea knew, one, who my family was, but talked so highly of them. I'm like, that just plays into all of that. Like, like you knew my family. Well, yeah, I knew your family. Your family was fantastic.
Yeah.
Like just the stories about how awesome my grandparents were. Like it hits so much differently. Like I'm expecting something bad, and they're like, "Oh no, I don't have a bad thing to say about your family." Like that to me is something that I want to continue to carry much later than when I'm here.
And that would be the answer to my question. Or to what you asked me is, I just hope that someday somebody be like, "Oh man, let me tell you a story," and like have a Forrest Gump story or have, something that. Oh, I remember we were out working midnights and, oh my God, something.
Yeah.
Something that they can say to my kids or to my grandkids someday that are like,
a story you can hear or tell.
Yeah.
That you're proud of.
Yep.
Like that your kid's proud to retell.
Yep.
Like,
with my dad dying before my kids were born, I tell them these stories and I tell them all these different things of how my mom and my dad met in Germany and all the stuff my dad used to do in scouts and places we used to go to and family trips we took and,
your dad
instruments
was very
he played.
big into the scouts.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's just like, and the kids feel like they know him, even though they've never met him. And I know he's watching. I know he
absolutely.
is, and smiling. And, he was a huge jokester, loved telling jokes, always clean jokes, never dirty jokes, the cleanest jokes, but stupid and funny to the point where we named his jokes LBJs, Larry Bach jokes. So like anytime a stupid joke pops up, it's an LBJ that, my dad gave it to me. So that's where I hope I am in, 30, 40, 50 years, whatever. It's just, a good memory.
Yep. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. Still
Like
to this
me,
day, like you sit here and you say that, like it puts a smile on your face.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's exactly what you would want.
Yeah.
Right.
Again, I want my son or daughter sitting here
Mm-hmm.
in a chair talking to friends and telling them an old story.
Yeah.
And
be proud to tell that story.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I got a story to tell you.
Yeah.
And most people are just like, oh, all right, whatever.
Yeah. And it makes me feel good talking about it. And I hope it makes whoever's listening feel good, maybe crack a smile or laugh or go.
I gave my kids a story to tell last night.
Oh, no.
Okay. So I have those Go-V lights on the outside of the house that change color and stuff.
Yes.
So I was outside changing them to red, white, and blue for Memorial Day. I'm out there by myself, just standing in front of the door on my phone, No, I don't like that one. Change it. Nah, I don't like that one. I hear some rustling in the leaves. But it was a little windy, so I didn't think anything of it. Dude, a fox runs out.
Oh.
Right to my feet. Right to my feet. Now, the reaction that I gave was not what I would expect to come from a man of my caliber and size.
Something high-pitched.
Oh, very high
The
pitch.
highest you've ever jumped in your life.
Right?
Yeah.
And we got it on video.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
So I have become a victim to the cameras.
Oh.
So
I got to see that before I leave.
I'm pretty sure my wife has it.
Oh, my God.
Or I could pull it up on my phone.
That's priceless.
Oh.
Well, for me, like one of the things that I can say that I can bring with me when it's my time. 3 generations have worked on the park.
That's awesome.
So my grandfather, my dad, and me. So I was able to do a lot of rehab work, building some new structures there. So yeah, that's
And it's a
something
park
that-
named after your grandfather.
Correct.
Yeah. So,
Really?
Yeah.
yeah. I didn't know that
Really?
for years, even
Yeah.
when I knew you for years. And then I don't know how it came up one day.
Yeah.
We were probably over there riding our bikes around. And
Could have been.
All the time
I'm
spent
like-
in that park, and I never put it together.
yeah.
So that my grandfather was the mayor. That property was actually City of Albany property. That he has some ridiculously long-lasting lease with. I don't really know what how the ownership lies now, but it was basically useless land. Like it was all swamp and wet, and he just had himself and a lot of the DPW workers and ridiculous amounts of fill brought in, and
David, that's deep, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like
When I found that
history
out,
deep. Like
yeah.
you were ingrained forever.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like that'll never change.
right,
So he was mayor of the village.
correct.
Okay.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. And then, so when he was mayor, he did a lot of work himself. It wasn't just like, pointing fingers. Like,
Yeah.
he was down there with a chainsaw cutting stuff up. And
That's crazy.
my dad, I really can't remember how old my old man was, but, he did work down there as a teenager, I would assume. And then when I worked there, obviously, I did what I got to do down there. So,
That's great.
being able to continue it along. Every time I went down there and worked and did something new, not like, basic maintenance, like, we took a building down and put something else up. Like,
Yeah.
I just, like, there was just always a feeling.
Do they still have the same bathrooms at the Little League fields? Those heavy steel doors, and they were like single.
I really don't know.
God, I haven't been there in years. They used to leave those open at night. That was my favorite place to go poop when I was on the police department.
I love how we have pooping spots.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
As
yeah.
guys, it's important to have a
Yeah.
solid,
Yeah.
structure pooping facility.
There was a couple spots that would leave doors open to like just the bathroom.
Yeah.
You could go and find them, and
So they're still there on the back of the clubhouse.
not so. The
Oh, you're
ones
talking about
in
the ones
middle
in the middle?
by the intermediate fields. They used to have that. They had those
No.
and they had these huge, heavy steel doors.
No, that building looks fairly new. Well,
No, that
not
was-
new, but
Yeah.
The building itself is still there, but I believe everything's locked up now.
So speaking of pooping spots, if you ever have a chance to visit a Buc-ee's,
I've been there many times.
that is the 5-star, 5 out
Oh,
of
yeah.
5.
There's always
Fine.
somebody in there cleaning,
Yeah.
and the doors are like
They're-
ceiling
yeah.
to floor, so you got your own little private room. It's the best.
Yeah. I've never felt more welcomed
Yeah.
to take a poop anywhere else.
Yeah, Bucky's the best pooping place.
I don't know how we got here.
Yeah, I don't.
But
No.
let me I just got a text from somebody. And this is what it's about. This is why I like doing what we're doing right now. So, this is from Gianna's boyfriend's stepmother.
Okay.
She just texted me a little while ago. She said, "We are so grateful for G." I said, "I'm honestly speechless. Speechless. This makes me proud. I hope that everything we have raised her to be, she is using." She said, "She's an amazing young lady. You guys have done such a great job." Like, it makes everything that we've ever been through, done, experienced, like that right there
Yeah.
is like puts me over the moon.
It's awesome.
Like to hear that reassurance from somebody outside of your daily life.
What was it in regards to?
I think it's just the way how she projects herself, the way she handles herself, the respect she shows. Like that is the one thing I am extremely big on. You know, and I can say the same about her boyfriend. Like as a dad with a daughter, like he is everything that you would want to see.
Oh, has Rowan got a boyfriend?
No.
No.
She's single right now.
Not interested or
No, she had a girlfriend recently.
Oh.
And yeah, that was her first real, relationship. And I liked her a lot. And she was a very good influence on Rowan. So, but then something happened. It kind of went south, and they started fighting. They split up for a little bit, and then they kind of got back together, and now they're officially over. So I feel for her. It's that first love, the first big crush and the first big love, and
We've all been there.
so yeah,
That's the other thing. Like I tell my kids all the time, it's like we've all been there.
yeah,
So what you're experiencing today, we have experienced in some fashion, maybe not the same exact way, but it's pretty damn close.
and it might happen again,
Yep.
and again and again.
I tell my kids all the time, it's like, don't rush anything.
I know,
Like-
I know,
Don't rush it.
yeah,
Like this kid my daughter's dating, like I tell my wife all the time, I'm like, if it works out, I am over the moon. Like
yeah,
I could see this kid as my son-in-law.
yeah,
Like that kid is that important to me.
yeah. But don't stay with him just because.
But whatever happens,
I see him as my future son-in-law.
Correct. I tell my daughter
Yeah.
that. And I tell her that.
Yeah,
that's how Matthew is.
You know? Like you check all the boxes.
yeah.
Yeah, like I said, man, like that kid is really respectful.
Mm-hmm.
Like super duper respectful. Pretty much worships the ground she walks on. Like I said, he picks her up, I don't know, one day a week. Well, not he, but mom or grandma drives him to school, and they pull in the driveway, and he gets out, opens the door for her, takes her bag, puts it in the front seat, holds the door so she can get in the back seat, and they go to school. And he for some reason, like I said, man, for some reason, like I don't know what I've done, I don't know if it's a respect thing, but he is like ridiculously scared of me.
Wouldn't be the appearance, would it?
I mean, possibly, like, I don't know.
Yeah, you got a
don't know.
face for podcasts, so
Yeah.
yeah. Looks sexy as hell with headphones
Right.
on.
your beard's looking great, though.
He
I gotta
cut it.
say,
I just cut the crap out of it.
yeah, it's not all like out of
I
control,
honestly,
scraggly.
like when he FaceTimed me, I was like, I'm impressed.
Yeah,
Like it looks really sophisticated.
I like it.
Yeah.
Maybe because it's different.
It's just too round right now. Like,
No, I'm digging it, Dave.
Yeah, I think it looks
You're
great.
like borderline like librarian. Like you look like you should work in Barnes and Noble.
oh.
My
yeah.
pants might be tight.
See, this is exactly why we
Sorry.
had the
Am
the joke going for so long.
No, this is fine. I'm glad you two get excited over each other.
After all these years,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still going.
Yeah.
Still going strong.
you just look like sexy bald Santa.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Dude, I used to do so many ride-alongs with this guy.
yeah.
Like, I did so many ride-alongs with this guy. They were like, yeah, I left your check on the desk.
Yeah. He knew what my holster smelled like.
Oh god. Oh god.
To the point where everyone was like, well, where's Dave?
Yeah.
Why isn't he here?
It's Friday night. Why isn't Dave
It's
riding?
Friday night.
Where is he? Miss him at briefing.
Dude, I was single and he worked midnights,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I really wasn't like partying at the time.
It was entertainment.
Looking for a friend?
I was just like bored
Yeah. It's like watching Cops, but
in
Right
for
there.
real life.
yeah, in the front seat.
Did you get to hit the buttons?
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, Dave always hit the button.
That's awesome.
Never had that problem, but yeah, this just went south.
All right.
Another good one, Dave.
Yeah. Jay, got anything for us?
Oh, just thank you guys.
Yeah.
It was an honor for you to ask me to be on.
No, man. It was,
Like
I'm glad you answered and said yes, and
We are knocking it out of the park.
yeah. Well, our guests are. We're really not.
Like as much BS as we talk or joke or whatever, like the people that are in our lives are pretty damn phenomenal.
They are.
You know what I mean?
But again, like this just comes down to
Maybe it's because we're a little bit older and we look at things a little bit differently. You
well,
know?
I mean, look at what Jay said. You know, we're none of us are alone.
No.
Everyone's got their thing, and like there's really nothing that only one person has gone through.
Yeah. That's why I love how we have this kind of structured or set up. Like I have questions just because I thought it was like, it brings another topic into the conversation.
Right.
But it leads to so many other stories and so many other experiences that it's just not some generic question. It's just something that everybody can relate to.
Yep.
And you tell your story.
Yeah, and that's what I loved about listening to the first couple episodes. They're so relatable.
Yeah.
Because
And I'm not ashamed of anything I've done. Like,
No.
we do what we do. It's life.
and if somebody can learn from it,
Yeah, 100%.
great.
If anybody takes anything away from this, like I think we've done what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
Or somebody shares a story that they heard from any of us. Like, hey, I heard these guys talking on this podcast.
Yeah, I mean, this is
You know.
like what we're doing right now is exactly what we talked about 2 years ago when we said, oh, we should just like do a podcast or something. Like,
And I think our first conversation on that, we were probably intoxicated.
there's a
We
really
come
good
up with
chance.
some pretty wild stuff.
There's a really good chance.
Yeah. And it was brought up from time to time.
We'll have to have Jay over for one of our card nights.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm open, more the merrier for me. You know, as long as personalities
We
jive,
do some in-house gambling and
I'm
Yeah.
good.
absolutely.
Nothing crazy.
yeah, no.
You know.
Well, I mean, it can.
Well, it can get.
Right,
It
it can
has
get,
gotten
like-
crazy, but
I've taught Colton how to play Texas Hold'em, and him and I go and we play with my nephew and my brothers, Steven and David.
Yep.
And yeah.
we have like knockdown, drag out, AC-doocy nights.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I've
Absolutely ridiculous.
paid my ass off in AC
Oh,
Doocy.
God.
Yeah, like I think at one point I had to put in like $128.
Oh, my God.
Oh yeah, my wife was pissed.
I don't like putting $20 down.
Oh yeah, we were up at camp, and
Well, that's how we usually
I was
start.
drinking.
Like,
Yeah.
you bring
You buy it.
bring like 2 rolls, and that's what you got. But at this point, like I have like one of those smaller Pelican cases
Yeah.
that's just full of all my gambling money.
oh,
that
we
I don't
we
touch.
purposely save our change.
Right.
Like I was brought up like with that kind of atmosphere. Like my parents always had card nights, or they went somewhere with card nights.
Yeah.
And it was always just for fun. But it's those things that I remember. Like I still want to do today. Like, hey, let me teach you this game that my mother showed me, or
That's awesome.
And it's all nickel, dime, quarter stuff. We're not trying to like
Yeah.
break the bank or
Yeah.
walk out of here and be like, hey, got your paycheck this week.
Like
Although some people have. Like the person that I lost $128 to walked out with a nice chunk of change.
right.
Yeah, that was not
When you're
fun.
doing 5 and 10s for left, right, center because you don't know how to control your buzz.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Or you're dumping 20s into an AC Doocy game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good times though.
Yeah, I'd love to come over.
No doubt.
Yeah.
We got to set something up.
We will. Now that the weather's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
Well, before it gets too hot, and then we're gonna run out of room at the island.
Yeah. It's all right. We'll just I got easy ups,
Yeah,
you know.
I'm in.
I gotta make the backyard a little bit more of an oasis that I have envisioned in my brain.
Are you going to use your pool?
Yeah, you better use that pool.
Yeah. Other than that
yeah,
graduation
now that
parties.
it's public knowledge, I have to come on here and give updates on how many times I used the pool this summer. But yeah,
Well,
it's been an absolute blast.
Thank
anyone
you guys.
that's made it this far, we appreciate you, Jay. Again, thanks for coming in
Thank you
and
guys.
hanging out.
Yeah, it's
and
awesome. Very nice meeting you.
letting
Yeah, it
it
was
all
very
out.
nice
yeah.
meeting you. I felt like I've known you forever,
Yeah.
and that's what I love about this.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
it's fantastic. All right, sorry, I'll stop talking. Stop talking before I bring anything else up.
Again, everyone that's still here, thank you for listening,
Yes.
and we'll see you the next time.